Why would they recommend you to come my way?
I don't know. You tell me. Does it look
I'm
like...
unsure myself. That's why I'm waiting for you to answer.
Well, I just find it
Okay.
funny that your
Touch
friend
it,
right
right
there
on the
said that he
shoe.
doesn't like pedophiles when you're accused of one. Yeah, buddy. Talking
Well,
about you.
guess what? I'm not a pedophile because I'm not into children. That's like the
But
most
you do abuse
plain
your
fact about me.
ex-boyfriend, and then you go and sleep with your ex-boyfriend before that.
Though I didn't even
Oh.
sleep with him.
But
Plus,
you still use
I
his
didn't
laptop.
abuse him either.
You still use Brent's laptop.
Guess what? We've been friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what? Jeff has also talked about being friends with his ex. He had to go return her bra to his ex, by the way. And this is an ex of which he had longer relationship history with, I will say. Then he talked about celebrating Thanksgiving with her. Despite, and let me say this, it seems
The weird thing is,
whenever it came to the situation with my ex, I will admit that whenever it comes to pressure about anything, in that case, it was a strange request. It was. And no, it was not the deed. What happened, I'll be TMI here. He wanted me to essentially, step on him, on his chest. That was the request. And it was strange, but he talked about sharing that information with our friends. I didn't know if it was a joke or not. But I'll be honest with you, I felt kind of pressured. I also felt like a burden as for even being his regular friend at that point. So, I'll be honest, due to people pleasing, my judgment on the matter was a little bit clouded, but I just wanted to help and be less of a burden. That's how I felt when that even happened. And whenever it even came to that situation, as soon as I got back home, I told Jev about it because I wanted to be honest on what happened. I wanted to genuinely share what happened when it came to that. I felt horrible that it even went on. And I wasn't even into Brent when that happened. I wasn't. I wanted to be there for him as a person. And yeah, that's a hell of a weird request. But like I said, crippling people pleaser, which is not a trait that everybody knows about me. Have any other questions? I said not everyone. Plus, you've known me for over a year. You've known me for nearly 2.
Maybe he wants to know more about it. Maybe he's got questions.
Cool, but ask your questions. Also, that your friend? Back there?
Yeah, that's my friend Vince.
Sorry, Vince.
Best girl in Cyberpunk.
Anyway, now,
this way.
any more questions? Any more you want to bring up? I will bring the context.
Why don't you like talking about your ex that much? Especially how you abused
Which
him.
one? Jev?
Yeah.
I talked about the whole situation that happened with him. I did.
Not earlier.
Actually, multiple times.
With your little 2 friends there, who are also minors.
What is it?
With your 2 friends, who one of them is here and they're a minor. And then let me ask you a question then. Actually,
which one?
Because we're on about minors.
Which friend are you pointing out as a minor?
Why do you hang out with VR Chat Obenai, who is 12 years old? Who even confirmed
How
that?
I even know VR Chat Obenai is from the Call Me Gravity case.
Why are you friends with him?
Why do I have him friended? I still try to watch over him because sadly he still sympathizes with Calm. You know that? And whenever it came to OpenEye, I met him once again during the Call Me Gravity case. I had gotten asked by Hikaru, the original VR son of Call Me Gravity, the one who had to essentially be lied about being her 10-year-old rape baby whenever he was just a 13-year-old regular, not rape baby boy. He asked me to help, quote unquote, save OpenEye. That's what I got asked. And I still care. And I try to watch over that kid and give the best advice I can. Like whenever I found out that he lied about being 12 last year, I flipped out on him for over an hour. I got onto him. I told his ass to not lie about his fucking age to people. And any time I've been around anybody who has met VR Chat OpenEye in general, or even through me, I tell them about the fact he lied about his age before. I make that history known
Okay, but
out
the
of
thing is,
concern.
though, if you care about him so much, then why don't you tell him? This game is 13 plus.
I already tried. I already attempted to tell him, but I can't make him leave. The most I can do is try to be some form of a role model if I can be. The most I can do is try to teach the lessons that I can. Yes,
you
it's
might be
death.
Traffic, go, bro.
Probably. Are you sure you don't have him blocked from earlier today? Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's enough.
Any more questions?
Nah,
Bring them up.
I think that's enough.
You sure you care to admit?
So you want me to try fessing up? What's the consequences if I don't?
Honestly, I mean, either way, I could just unadd you, block you. I could remove you. Because dishonesty is not appreciated here.
If you wanna
Especially
go
not in
ahead,
this case.
Go ahead then.
Alright. Sounds good.
If you really think that's what I would do, no. But okay. You
Look,
do you.
I don't know you that great, but you said that Trickster, recommended you to me, and Trickster is going around spreading around I'm just some pedophile. So,
I don't know
your
if I'm Trickster.
your recommendation, and what is it?
I don't get told by them, so.
Though, if Trickster I was to be in spite, in my opinion, because I had brought up how there was a RSVP'd workplace Christmas party of my ex's, right? And with that ex, I'll be honest, that whole thing, the workplace Christmas party, I had forgotten until it was too late for him to find a new +1 because we had RSVP months before, as we were made aware about that party in July, just prior to me even meeting Jev. Then, whenever it comes to that party, I told Jev honestly that I was going to that because, Brent could not find another +1, and we were still friends. Jev talks about being friends with all of his exes, but that's something you don't even get to know of. I've had to hear about that.
He doesn't.
About the
go and sleep-
multiple girls
he
that
doesn't
thought
go
like
and
me
sleep
and
with
were
them
scared
within
of
the
him.
first month.
Guess what? I don't sleep with him either. Fun fact, I've actually never had sex. That's a very funny fact about me. I don't fuck like that. Okay? And that's by choice.
Cameron.
But, yeah, no. What happened was honestly a people-pleasing situation because if I'm going to be upright and vulnerable with you, I have been a crippling people-pleaser for multiple years. At least a decade, if I'm going to be, taking educated guesses. And whenever it came to Brent...
1 second, while your friend wants to talk shit behind me, why doesn't he come and say it to my face?
Oh, no, I'm not talking shit. I'm just talking.
He's not talking shit. All right, look, you got a whole thing going on with Light. All right, back the fuck off.
Yeah, I'm still friends with some of my exes, and I've also.
Look, your talk is here with me, right? Anyway. They do not. However, somebody ended up reporting the self-harm photo again, despite that being from more of a while ago now than even when it was posted in that video. Because that was done 2 months ago whenever the video was posted. Now it's been done nearly 3 months ago. But somebody reported the self-harm again and caused for the authorities to come to my house while I was at work. And Nate ended up sending APS to my work